A meeting between the Danish Greenlandic delegation and the U.S. authorities took place in Washington, D.C. The media in Denmark announced that the talks could be a breakthrough, while the media in the United States reported that a formal proposal to purchase the island may be made. What do we already know, and can we really talk about a breakthrough and a calming of the tense atmosphere of recent days surrounding Greenland? A meeting in Washington with two main goals: to calm the situation regarding Greenland and to find a solution that would satisfy all parties: Greenland, the United States, and Denmark. The reason for the meeting to which we have been invited is to move this whole discussion, which has not been very pleasant and has caused tension, to a meeting room where we can look each other in the eye and talk about these issues. So I would prefer not to say anything more at this point. Until now, Denmark has reacted very sharply to any suggestions by the U.S. president regarding the acquisition of Greenland, an area inhabited by 56,000 people, which is an autonomous part of Denmark.
We need that because if you take a look outside of Greenland right now, there are Russian destroyers, there are Chinese destroyers and bigger, there are Russian submarines all over the place. We're not going to have Russia or China occupy Greenland, and that's what they're going to do if we don't.
Denmark considered this a threat to them and also a threat to the disintegration of NATO. U.S. President Donald Trump indirectly referred to this yesterday, explaining his position and trying to defuse the situation. The United States needs Greenland for the purpose of national security. It is vital for the Golden Dome that we are building. NATO should be leading the way for us to get it. If we don't, Russia or China will, and that is not going to happen. Militarily, without the vast power of the United States, much of which I built during my first term and am now bringing to a new and even higher level, NATO would not be an effective force or deterrent, not even close. They know that, and so do I. NATO becomes far more formidable and effective with Greenland in the hands of the United States. Anything less than that is unacceptable. International interest in Greenland has been growing for several years. This is a result of intensifying global competition between the U.S., China, and Russia, which also extends to the Arctic, where melting glaciers are opening up opportunities for both economic and military activity.
Danish and the Greenlandic government, they're definitely going to convey the message of cooperation, that whatever the U.S. requires in terms of defense, Denmark and Greenland is absolutely willing and able to deliver it. That will be the main message from Denmark.
NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte was asked about Greenland and admitted that behind closed doors, NATO countries are also discussing the island because it is important for the security of the entire alliance.
I'm very clear. I never ever comment when there are discussions within the alliance. We have discussions between Greece and Turkey. We have had discussions between other allies. What you then will see all my predecessors do, and myself, is never comment on that in public. You work behind the scenes, and when it comes to the issue at stake here, and I believe there is a bigger issue at stake here, and that is the defense of the High North, the defense of the Arctic area.
Greenland is a buffer. On one side is the United States. On the other are Russia and China. It is over Greenland that missiles launched from the European coast of Russia toward the United States would fly. That is why the Americans are interested in increasing their presence in the region.